Amulet of Protection, but it's awfully expensive. Magical Battle Axe, no one's proficient. Magical Composite Longbow, that actually might be really good for Minsk. The only problem being is that it costs a lot of money. There's also Bracers of Defense, which might be useful for Diney here, considering we only have one pair of them. Magical Mail, Magical Shields, Magical Bastard Swords. Oh, it's all so good and so expensive.
Let's talk more fight.
Kered hates spending money. Let's see. It's Hefis?
Butt kicking for goodness!
Maybe he knows where Tranzig is. No, he's just a drunk. I don't see anyone that looks suspicious. I mean, there's Marl and Duncan over here, but whatever. Leave them alone. Let's check upstairs.
Butt kicking for goodness!
Is that him? Apparently that's a man named Baldur. Well, let's talk to him.
What you want?
This is my room and I don't want visitors. Now leave me alone. Not very sociable. Anyone in here? Hello? No. Traveler. Could be him.
Hey! Get out of me way, you crummy loghead!
Plenty of other rooms for you, if you please. I paid for mine in full, and I don't feel I should need to double up, as it were. Fine. I guess there's this room here. Oh, well, looks like that's him.
Just name what you want.
Talking to Tranzig.
Squeaky wheel gets the kick!
Why do you bother me? Can't you see that I'm in a hurry to get out of this damn town? Considering Minsk is the one who started this conversation, I'll probably be direct and say, "Stop where you are. We know what you're all about. Surrender and spill your guts." You know what I'm up to, eh? Well, maybe something you don't know about is my magic skills. You might not believe me, but if you ain't out of my face in the next 5 seconds, I'll blast you to Kingdom Come. Minsk showing his bravado, saying, "You, wielding magic, we can't suspend our disbelief that much. Come along now and surrender, or we'll have to hurt you. I warned you, now you pay the price." Well, he is not coming along peacefully. Well, time to make him go away. Quickly.
My blade will cut you down to size.
That did not take long. Minsk tearing him apart. Wow. Finding on him gold, a magical ring, a magical wand, a scroll, and a quarterstaff. Minsk could hand these items to Kered, including the scroll. The letter says, "Tranzig, I'm perplexed as to why Mullahay has not communicated with us in some while. You were to go to the mines and find out the condition of his operation. We were also to collect any iron that may have been stolen by the kobolds. Our next raid will most likely take place at Peldvale or Larswood, so visit either of those areas and track us back to our camp." Well, that certainly narrows it down. So, Peldvale or Larswood, Elminster being the one who claimed that the people we're looking for, the bandits, are situated to the northeast. Sure enough, that's where Larswood and the Peldvale are. How convenient. Kered identifying this ring. A ring of protection. Ring of the Princes. We actually already have one of these. I guess this is one of the other rings that were made for the same purpose. +1 armor class, +1 to saving throws. Alright, who could use something like that? Let's see. Minsk can't wear it because of the armor. Khalid already has one. I suppose Jahira could wear it. Emlyn has a decent armor class. And Kered and Diney here also. They're not operating off of armor class, really. I guess I could give it to Imoen or Jaheira. Jaheira already has an excellent armor class. I'll give it to Imoen. Help protect her a little better. Kered's little sister, as it were. I cannot identify this wand. This will have to see if we can get Feldicos to identify it. So I'm finding another piece of valuable evidence.
You point, I punch.
So a letter indicating that Tazok is still the one
Butt
behind
kicking for
everything.
goodness!
And that Peldvale Larswood is the place to look.
Squeaky wheel gets the kick!
Well, apparently we can't identify things here. Only by itself.
Full plate. Butt kicking for goodness!
So the letter would seem to indicate that Tazok is not aware of what happened to Mullahy, and probably also not aware of what happened to Tranzig. So the question is, do we try to take advantage of his ignorance to go about and seek out these bandits as quickly as possible, or do we let things sit for a little while, make sure our enemies aren't really sure what's happening, with the idea that we'll catch them off guard later, and also be able to prepare ourselves more to deal with bandits ourselves? Not really sure. What would be the best course of action?
Squeaky wheel gets the kick!
Kered, being as obsessive-compulsive as he is, would probably be more inclined to explore more of the Sword Coast and prepare more for what's in store. But that's him. Alright. So, just saving real quick anyway. Okay, talking to Darren. Getting this wand identified. Oh, never mind, he can identify it.
Full plate and packing steel.
If he can identify it, then perhaps Thalantyr can. Speaking of him, we should probably deliver his apprentice
Butt kicking
Melicamp.
for goodness!
Melicamp the chicken. To him.
Gorion would be proud of your actions.
So let's do that. Heading to High Hedge.
Butt kicking for goodness!
Ooh, what in the ground there? The entrance is down this way. Ooh, skeletons. Oh, and they're crazy darts.
Squeaky wheel gets the kick!
If none are better.
I've done had enough of this.
Of course!
As well as I can.
For the group. I can,
Go
but
to
try.
fight.
Nature has.
For the fallen!
Cool ones!
Throwing daggers and short swords. Minsk taking one of their skulls as I don't know, a trophy.
You point, I punch.
Maybe something for Boo to play in. As morbid as that sounds. But considering Boo does eat the eyeballs of fallen enemies, it's also pretty gross to begin with. Okay, into High Hedge.
Butt kicking for goodness!
Good as done. As directed.
Alright. Oh, need some more berries.
Yes. I wouldn't dream of refusing.
Saving. Never know how Thalantyr is going to react to anything. I sincerely hope you have some reason for bothering me. I've already stated that I wish you to leave. Kered saying, well, it's rather amusing, actually. You see, I happened to rescue this, talking chicken. Chickens do not talk, so quite obviously it is a polymorphed being of some kind. Spells such as that wear off in time or can be dispelled. It is a simple matter, and one not worth the waste of my day. Keep moving. Kered saying, I'm quite aware of the mute status of chickens, thank you very much. Yes, this is a transformed man, but it is also a man who claims to be your apprentice. That is why I brought him here. Apprentice? I have had no apprentices. I teach no one about what I... Wait. Melicamp? Melicamp, is that you? Yes, Master Thalantyr. It is... I am no master to you, and you are no apprentice. What gall you have to expect help from me? Kered saying, he's not your student? But you do know of him, do you not? A student wishes to learn, while this fool wishes only to have knowledge. I will tutor no one who does not understand the ramifications of what I have to teach. Not getting the quick gratification he wished, he instead chose to steal from me. You speak of so much, but show so little. I only wish to learn a fraction of the power you possess. It has taken me some 50-odd years of life to gain the power I wield, and the will not to use it. You are but a baby in comparison. Frankly, I'm surprised you changed into such an old chicken. How did you manage that, by the by? You were muddling the simplest cantrip when last I observed you. I have progressed much since then, and I borrowed a few items to speed the process. As I thought. Well, it's obvious you can steal my tools, but not my understanding of them. Hold still while I dispel this foolish facade. Can't very well get my property back while it's polymorphed into... Wait a moment. I did not possess any items that allow the casting of that enchantment. Wait. Oh dear, Melicamp, listen very carefully. What did you take? Nothing too valuable, I swear. Just some components. A few scrolls, a beat-up pair of bracers, a blank spellbook, some parchment. A pair of... Oh no. You little fool. The bracers in my locked and trapped safe? I certainly hope you can develop a taste for chicken feed, because you are going to be stuck the way you are for a very long time. Down here saying, Thou art a mage of considerable learning. Thou shouldst remember still the curiosity and ambition of youth, for without you would not have achieved thy present stature. 'Tis thy responsibility to ensure that thine apprentice hath no access to the magics beyond his comprehension. Surely thou should have done better than a weak warding glyph and a padlock. Thy master's absent-mindedness, however, doth not excuse thy disobedience, Melicamp. Go cut cheese with your tongue.